Now I just need to decide where this is gonna go on my beautiful deck. Mr. Stacky. What exactly is a Mr. Stacky? It is a stackable planter that comes all in one kit with everything that you need, which is not very much. Unlike what you see over in the corner, this is also a 5-tier, but you're gonna see as we put it together how much smaller this is. I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. I've never used it before. I did unbox it just to save you guys the drama of that. Let's dive in and kind of see what it comes with. These are each of your tiers. Now you can see there is a center hole right down the middle, and that is if you are going to be needing some more stability. You can put a pole right down through all of your centers, and if you have it out in the corner of your yard or in a garden area, you could put a stake right through it, right into the ground, and then your Mr. Stacky is not going to be able to move or shift around. Now, in my last video reviewing the GreenStalk, I used potting mix. Because that was such a large unit, I didn't want it to get super duper heavy. But because this is on the smaller end, and I actually do want it to be heavy so it's not moving around or blowing around on my deck, I'm gonna be using a mix of potting soil, potting mix from the last few years, compost, everything that is in the corner of my garden. So that's a little bit of a pro tip. If you do flowering boxes or your own hanging baskets or you're purchasing them, go ahead and continue to dump that in the same area or corner of your yard, or maybe in a big barrel. On the bottom side are also little feet, and those are going to click into each corner. And if you just find one and put it into the opposite side, then the rest will just slide in together. So let me go ahead and show you how tall this actually gets. Then you have a bottom tray that has little notches or hooks in it, and you can just put this right on top. And once you turn it and catch those little hooks, then your base is then locked into place. Now I'm going to take these apart now that you've seen how they've gone together, and we're going to go ahead and fill them up with the soil first. Now with that hole down in the middle, you are going to have some dirt kind of trying to escape. So when I have something like that with a hanging basket, I like to pack as much dirt into that as possible, and it will kind of hold the rest of it into place. So that first section, I'm going to go ahead and pack this in as much as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these up really quick and put it back together. Now they are all filled up and quite heavy, which is good. That's what I wanted. Another pro tip is these amazing baskets that you can get from your local farm stores. They have another one that goes inside that has a strainer, so if you need to rinse off some veggies, these are great because they mold and they pick up. You can pour water with them. You can shake the rest of your dirt out. I love these. I have a whole bunch of them, and they're very, very inexpensive for what they are. I'm going to be planting some marigolds in these, and the reason I'm doing marigolds up on my deck is not just for added flowers, but a lot of your outdoor critters, as in like the squirrels, your rabbits, even deer, do not like the smell of marigold. When you're putting soil in these, make sure that you don't take it so far out to the top that you're not taking into consideration the soil that is in these. I'm just gonna take my hands and kind of push these corners to make room for the marigolds, and I'm going to take them out to the corners as much as I can and just pack a little bit more dirt back around them. You can kind of squish these and break them up with your hands as well, and then we will see how well this stacks with the plants already in it. Again, I'm going to grab one of these opposite corners, and let's kind of watch out for the plants. And not bad. And if you don't want to take this up as high as what this is, if you want to split this maybe into 2 or 3, you can do that, but then you're not going to have the base to drain because you won't have a base for each one. But if you only want to take it up too high, feel free to take it up too high. Take it up 3. I'm kind of having these tip out for right now as well, just to make sure when I'm putting that next level on that I'm not going to be hitting those corners. Let's gently place this, and look how easy this is. All you have to do is spray the top, maybe mist it, and then the water is going to be draining through each level. So now this leaves me an area that I can plant something else that the marigolds are actually going to be helping to keep the critters out of. And if I'm just going to do seeds, this would be another trick for doing seeds. You can go ahead and stack it all the way up and then just put seeds in. All right, so I've decided to do some radishes in the top 2 layers because I have beets and chives and purple beans over in the GreenStalk with some strawberries, and we're gonna try this. These are not super deep. Radishes really don't grow that far down as being a root vegetable. You'll notice they start coming up over the soil when they are ready to harvest. So I'm just gonna stick my fingers in there and plant a couple in each hole. It's a little harder to spin around. You could always get some kind of a spinner wheelbase to go underneath of it. A little Lazy Susan might work. Now the top level is super easy. And actually with the top, if it's open like this and you're just gonna mist it and not drown out the top, you could easily put some in the middle, but I'm going to keep that section open just in case. So now I just need to decide where this is gonna go on my beautiful deck, which is always my flower garden, my escape from reality. I can just sit out here with coffee in the morning. I absolutely love this. I think this is a really good option for someone who doesn't want to spend a lot. I will have the links down below in the description of this video. And again, thanks for watching, subscribing, and being a part of the Grow With Angie community.